What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak. Let Maxim finish talking first. So, last time we finished up our request, and then we got a 4SPG from Maxim that he wants us to help him find his ex-lover, because his ex-lover apparently had a daughter, and he wants to find them again. But obviously it's all going to come down to who this person is, and whether it's the right thing to let him find them. So, for now we have to find the time capsule that has a photo of her so we can discern who this woman is. And once we find the time capsule, he's going to tell us what her name is. Yeah, Reset will catch up pretty quick. Oh, Lord. Her lunches were the greatest. Everyone's tired of him already. Rude much. It's so funny to see how far we've come. Obviously, it's still the same month that this game released. It's still July when I'm recording this. Obviously, when you're watching this, it's probably close to the middle to end of September, based on how my scheduling is doing. I'm not doing 2 uploads a day like I was the previous games, because the previous games I was trying to, like, get caught up for when Reverie came out. But now it's like, we have probably like 7 or 8 months until Daybreak 2 will release, so I'm fine just doing 1 video a day. But yeah, so it's just funny to think about. It's like, I remember, you know, you stopped the demo at the end of Chapter 1, and then Chapter 2 was really the start of this playthrough in earnest, and that was in Langport. Even though playing the Langport portion was probably only 2 weeks ago for me, it feels like it was so much longer. Maybe not even 2 weeks ago, it's probably been less. I think probably around a week ago, I probably started up on the Langport portion.
この辺りは当時かなり大きな花壇があってね。綺麗って微笑む彼女にこう返した。君の方が綺麗だよ。
Oh boy.
こいつは効くぞ。フィーバータイムだ。
ちょっと羨ましいですね。
Oh god, Agnes. Let's
この調子でいきましょう。時に女性にとって直球は何よりも嬉しいものですから。
頼んだぜアニス。
そういうものですか。
Thank you, Fairy.
輝けエトワールレイ。リゼットさん。
押せ。
期待以上の成果かと。
決めやがったなリゼット。
We gotta be getting close.
千客万来ですね。
手強そうだな。面白い。
They all disappeared.
距離を取って戦いなさい。
Kind of low on health at the moment. Have we made it? Yup, here we are.
区切りですね。休憩なさいますか。
生き返るぜ。
Alright, let's see what awaits us.
あの木はもしかしたら。やれやれ。やっと目当ての場所か。
The Millennial Tree, the largest tree in Dirk Memorial Park. Measuring at 80 yards tall, it's believed to have stood for more than 1,000 years. Wow. That is a big tree. There it is, that's a tree, I'm sure of it. Is the capsule buried under that stone then? So what, this monument for brain-dead lovebirds? How dare you? It's under that monument, but still. What's that sound? Get back, champ! What is that? A giant spider? La Grantula. One giant spider and 6 smaller ones. I suspect they'll be a force to be reckoned with. Van, Agnes, I have the Genesis right here. There's no need to hold back against it. Just wear it down some and leave the rest to me. Fine by me, leave it to us. We're gonna use this so Van can transform. Not a really big range, so only a few of them are getting hit. Great. Oh, perfect. Great. Now we can focus on the big boy.
フィーバータイムだ。もらった。続けやバン。
チャンスです。この機は逃しません。全力だよ。ミゼットさん。
チャンスだ。
Oh well, you can still hit him.
やったか。
これからも頑張ります。お粗末様です。
Eek, how is it still moving? Get back behind us. Van, are you ready? Yeah, I'm counting on you guys. Right, start the recording, Theo. I'll back you up however I can. Please be careful, Van. What in Ado's name is he doing? Why are you all just standing there? There's no way he can take much more of this. We know that. Just shut up and watch. Mr. Archive will be just fine. We believe in him. Oh God, above, please keep him safe. Now. This is it. Phase space expansion confirmed. And here we are. We're inside too. Save for Mr. Lugan, it would seem. Perhaps it's like the combat links used in the Empire, or an application of SCLM system? Mare! Heh, she finally shows up. She really is cute. A hologram? No, it's more like our collective consciousness is being hacked through spiritual resonance. Indeed, she appears to be an AI powerful enough to perform the vast calculations that would require. You saved us from a lot of close calls in the past, but I guess it's our first chance to have a proper talk. Just what are you, Mare Bear, and why do you have a sense of self like this?
その迷惑ってのはやめてよ。私は私に決まってるでしょ。スペシャルでマーベラスな専用フォロー MKESV004 メアの影響を受けたとしてわざわざ力を貸してあげてるだけよ。
Uh-oh, here we go again. Words that shouldn't exist in this world. Wait, what? There was nothing to stop us hearing what she said, but even then I just couldn't comprehend it. Indeed, I remember reading about this phenomenon in the reports from Crossbell and the Empire.
ああ、もうじれったいわね。って何それ？この場を記録してるの？
That's right, we prefer not to have to go through this every time we want to see you. So we're hoping there was a way to recreate the process and better control the Grendel without deliberately exposing Van to danger.
なるほど。人間ってのは面白いことを考えつくもんね。ちょっと原始的すぎる方法だけど。
Fighting words for a fun-sized pipsqueak.
誰がちびろりを赤毛？
Please, this is no time for fighting. So you can do it, right? Please, Miss Mare, we need your help.
まあいいわ。言っておくけど、過度な使用は
Using it too much will cause something.
後でその子のログから再現プロセスは解析するのね。
Right, understood.
それじゃあバン、悪夢をまとう？まとわない？
ああ。
Oh?
まとうぜ。
There's some Van flashbacks there.
か細き鎖を知るべ。今ここに限界する。我は悪夢にした。また悪夢を食い破る獣なり。
Grendel Alter.
やりやがったか。
バンさん
Oh, I want to save that. That cinematic was cool. Alright, let's do it. So we still don't even know, like, why Van has this power. Like, obviously it manifests because of the Genesis, but Van isn't related to the Genesis, so there's obviously something else there. Oh wow, he's weak already. He couldn't have started at max health then. Die. Alright, we're done. But what was that other voice we heard when Van was doing the transformation? Van, are you okay? Yeah, I'm exhausted, but I'm not hurting. Too much of a workout for your old bones, huh? Shut up, so did it work? Yeah, it looks like I recorded everything just fine. We can work on analyzing it as soon as we get back. Just what are you? We'll keep quiet about your business, so we'd sure appreciate if you keep quiet about ours. Anyway, there's nothing in the way now, so how about we get to treasure hunting? Right, I'll get right on that. Man doesn't mind getting dirty for this. Not here either. Here it is, found it. Oh, hey. Looks like to have been made of a corrosion-resistant alloy. Maxim and P. There's Maxim name too. But then the one below it is...
やっと見つけた。若いな、僕。それに彼女も。記憶のまんまだ。
That has to be... You gotta be kidding me.
え？なんだい？どういうこと？
What are the odds of this? But everything we've been told about the woman in question does match. Yeah, even down to Yume's age.
待った。まさか君たち、ポーレットを知ってるのかい？
Yeah, we do.
ちょっと黙ってないで教えてくれよ。
Are we gonna tell him? That's the real question. I guess we are.
おじいちゃん、吹き終わったよ。
おお、ありがとうな、夢。夢っていうのか。
Come to think of it, your eyes are the same color as hers. Tch, would have been a better twist if she was someone else's kid.
面白くない。
I hope we did the right thing by telling him where she lives. I have my doubts too, but it's not as though she's married. And I'm not sure how we could have talked our way out of telling him after our reactions earlier. I can't believe our diva of the diner used to date this
こ
guy.
んなので悪かったな。いや、でも本当にありがとう。しかしポーレットはどこに？昼間も見かけなかったし。
Maybe buying extra stuff. Sounds about right this time of day. Theo's helping her, but I'm sure she still needs to go out herself sometimes.
とんでもない。みんなも本当に助かってるわ。
Uh-oh. Paulette, how long have you been standing there?
ブレンダさんのところで調味料を買い足してたんだけど。あら。
いや、その、なんというか。
Dude's going for it, huh?
久しぶり。
新しいお客さんかしら。
Oh
はじ
boy.
めまして。こちらのビストロの従業員をしているポーレットと言います。バンさんたちのお知り合いかしら。
Rest in peace. Her reaction comes as no surprise, of course.
うん。まあ、そんなところかな。いや、人違いだったようだ。君たち、今日は失礼するよ。依頼料は後ほど口座に振り込んでおく。
Maxim, sorry to burst your bubble when you're trying to play it cool, but you're leaving your Leno here?
なんだかお疲れみたいですね。そろそろ開店ですし、お腹が空いているなら何か召し上がっていかれませんか？
はあ、いいのかな？
もちろん。モンマルトはどんなお客様も大歓迎ですから。バンさんたちもどうぞ。今ならすぐにまかないも用意できるわ。
Well, there you have it. Damn, that dark at 6:20? Well, I guess it is November.
なんて美味しいんだ。ちょっとしょっぱいけど。
He's probably eaten her food tons of times back in the day. Oh boy.
おい、ポーレット。
ん？何お父さん？
いや。
He doesn't know what to say.
ねえねえ、おじさん、なんで泣いてるの？
Oh, there goes my internet again, for whatever reason. Always happens at 3, 4 in the morning. He's in for a long ride, if that's anything to go by. There might be a light at the end of the tunnel for him, though. Even if he will have to keep proving his sincerity to earn it. True, but if he can, I'm sure everything will work out for the best. Alright, that's another job well done. I bet he earns a boatload, so he better get ready to pay up. And you know, no matter how damn good a race car driver he is, I'm not sure I want to accept him as Yume's dad. Doesn't hurt to be happy for people, Van. I might be with him here. I've only just met Paulette, but I can tell she's a lovely woman who deserves only the best. All the regulars downstairs love her too. I've been in her debt for years myself. Still, can't imagine it'll be easy for him to get back in her good graces, so I'll just sit back and watch smugly till he does. Yeah, he should suffer a little for all he's done. He's really gonna have his work cut out if he wants the old man and the kid to welcome him back into their lives too. I think you all need to be a little more forgiving of others. Changing the subject, however, we certainly had some interesting developments on another front, didn't we? Did we ever? Or did we ever? Even feels like the number of questions that need answering only increased. Well, we've had dinner and we've got plenty of time left before we need to call it a day. You mind getting to work, Watcher? Not at all. This is our time to shine. Yeah, I think there should be enough data to narrow down the triggers for making Mare appear. If you'll give me a hand, I should be able to have the job done tonight even. I would be delighted. I have a wireless network set up already, so that should help. You've been getting yourselves all set up here while I wasn't looking, huh? I think that's a good thing. We can't rely on Ren for every little thing after all. Just don't expect me to work as fast as she does. I don't think I have that in me. The infamous Kitty is extraordinarily capable, a hacker. No ordinary operator could hope to compare. All of you might as well be using some kind of magic to me. As long as they're willing to do all that work, I'm not even gonna think about it. Just leave the tech to the pros. So, do you think you'll be able to turn into Grendel without putting yourself in mortal danger? In theory, it should be possible. It looks like Agnes being in the vicinity with at least one Genesis is a mandatory condition, though. So far, you've constantly been putting yourself in serious danger just to transform and help us win. So I sincerely hope there's some way for you to transform without having to resort to that. And we should be conscious of what Mayor said about not relying on the Grendel too much. I'll do what we can to support you so you don't have to. I won't let you always shoulder most of the burden yourself. I won't either. I'm going to keep getting stronger so I can help more. I don't actually care how much danger you have to put yourself in, but I'm not down to have you always steal our thunder. As the concierge assigned to support you, I have been opposed to you exposing yourself to unnecessary risk from the start. Listen here. I'm inclined to agree. After what Mayor said, I think this is something you should absolutely only use against the strongest of opponents. Fine. The more people who come to work for me, the less I feel like I'm the one in charge. Do you have something else you want to say? Nope, not at all. Man, someone's whipped. Oh, by the way, we still don't have any idea why we couldn't understand some of what Mayor was saying, right? Oh yeah, almost forgot about that. Lending a hand as a blank under the influence of the blank. But it's not like in Cold Steel 4 where we could understand that he was saying Argris. Here, there's no indication of what's actually being said here. Using it too much will cause something, too. We heard what she was saying. It was more like our brains couldn't process it or something. That's how I would put it. It was almost as if we were listening to an audio recording, and part of it was replaced by noise. Yeah, kind of creepy if we're being real here. It was like we came dangerously close to one of this world's many secrets. I'm sorry, just forget I said something so silly. I've clearly read one too many books. I don't think it was silly at all. If anything, it sounds right. I think it's a possibility we ought to keep in mind. Yeah, for sure. Huh? Maybe a client? That sounds like Ashen? It's good to see you again, Ashen. It really is. What are you calling about? Decided to give up on Sao and go after this old fart instead? Of course not. You shut up, Aaron. I hope he hasn't been raising too much of a ruckus over Anita's, by the way, especially when it comes to women. About that, he does come home smelling like perfume sometimes. What can I say? I like getting to know people. Can we be serious for 5 minutes around here? Also, I'm 5 years younger than Sal, I'll have you know. I can't believe you know that off the top of your head. Also, sorry to ask, but I don't think we met before. I assume she is connected to Heiyu in some manner? Oh, Aaron did mention you have some new part-timers. I'm Ashen Liu. I am deep part of one of the families of Heiyu. Wait, your new part-timers are a maid and a pretty boy? Arcade Solutions never settles for average, does it? Our cast is a colorful one, yeah. So what's this about? Is Al causing trouble again? I wouldn't say that. He's as busy as always. And actually, I didn't just call you on behalf of Heiyu today. This message is from several others, too. Really now. What message? Well, Bob had the chance to talk to a few other important people with different affiliations the other day, and apparently the topic ended shifting to you guys, and they agreed to do a little something special for you. You know, for all you've done for the people of Langport, Tharbad, and Basil. Consider it a special thank you gift from everyone. Hang on a minute. The important people you're talking about wouldn't happen to be... Oh boy.
そして空論グループのファンルート、ある人の共同招待という形になるわね。東の温泉郷、論来で5つ星旅館として名高い壁山楼。その2泊3日の宿泊チケットをあなたたち全員に送らせてもらうわ。
Evening special delivery. I'm sure it's Hermes. Well, that's how we get that. All our good deeds came back in a good way. There's no way there isn't more to this than it seems. But it's true, we've been real busy lately. Would be a good chance to get some R&R. Man, long life sure brings back memories.
お主はどうも真の置きどころが人と違うようだ。
Oh?
まるで世に己が居場所はないと最初から諦めているような。
God, that hurts to hear and read.
だが私に言わせればまだ青い。
So that's obviously the guy we saw earlier on the motorcycle. You can tell by his voice.
天地人がつながっていること、まずは身をもって実感するがよかろう。
He always tried to pretend he was normal, but he was anything but. Wish I'd been able to avenge him, but that chance is long gone now. Suppose Longlai wouldn't be a bad, but by the way, we'll address the fact that whoever he's talking about is alive. I suppose Longlai wouldn't be a bad place to pay my respects since I can't get over to his grave. My crew could use a break now, too. Anyway, I guess I'll go wander around for a while before turning in. We're gonna be away for 3 days, so I want to make sure everything's in order before we head out. So we are in the intermission chapter. Well, we can handle the two. Who do we got? Alright, so we got Agnes, Reset, and the old policeman. We'll probably just do these two. So we'll do these two, and then that'll probably be it, and then we'll continue next time. But let's go ahead and do the Agnes one first. Because obviously we'll have to explore the city as well. Oh, I forgot to go to the movie theaters during the daytime. Oh well. Van got in his pickup truck and drove to the bookstore located in Tyrell District. Longlai is such a popular tourist attraction, you gotta figure the local sweets change up over time. The way I see it, I'll be shirking my professional duties as a Spriggan if I didn't take the time to study up on them beforehand. Now I just find where they keep the tour guides here. Is that Agnes over there? Oh, hi Van, fancy seeing you here. Are you doing your rounds across the city? You seem to do that a lot at night. Nah, not this time. I just came here to shop for some books, that's all. What brings you here? I figured you went back to your dorm after we all finished talking. I just remembered a reference book that one of my teachers recommended to me the other day. I decided I might as well pick it up on the way back before I forgot. Gotcha. That's some dedication if you're going out of your way to pick up that kind of extracurricular material. I don't know if I'd say I'm that dedicated this time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have found myself over here looking for guidebooks on Longlai. Oh, but if you're here, does that mean you're looking for information on the kinds of sweets they have in Longlai? You know me only too well at this point, since we're both here. Might as well see what they got. Once Van and Agnes found the books they were looking for, they made their purchases and departed the store. The subway's probably running less frequently at this time of day, aren't they? I'd say so. At this hour, they probably... Oh no, looks like they're having some sort of problem with the train cars. Yeah, I read that earlier. I'm sure they'll be up and running again soon. Maybe. It says they don't have an estimate how long the inspection is going to take. I guess I'll either have to wait it out at a cafe or just walk home instead. You don't have to go to all that trouble. I can just drive you back in my truck. Beats how long it is to go on foot. I'm sure your dorm's got a curfew in place, right? You don't mind? That would definitely help me a lot. Thanks, Van. You're a lifesaver. What's up? Nothing much. This is my first time alone in the car with Van. Wait, it is? Oh yeah, it is, because I guess the first time was... Obviously she's blushing. Crush on your boss worker, I guess. I guess even the first time we left Edith and went to Krail, Ferry was with us. Now I'm getting all nervous. I gotta stay composed. Well, that's good, I guess. Streetlights are so pretty. I see this place all the time, but it somehow looks different from inside a car. Right? That's a part of the charm of the city at night, especially when there's barely any cars on the expressway. It rules. But coasting through nature during the daytime ain't so bad either. My dad said something like that a long time ago, actually. Huh? Really? What's your old man's verdict on cars? Well, he doesn't love them quite as much as you do, but he used to really like going on drives. He's always been so busy with work he couldn't find much time to be at home. But back then, once he was off, he would take me and my mother to all kinds of places. I treasure those memories. They're irreplaceable to me. Sounds like he's a real family man. Unlike a certain Z1 racer obsessed with the nightlife. Well, Maxim gets his actions, so I don't want to be too hard on him. Besides, my mother was very careful to make sure I never felt lonely. She would visit bookstores all across the city with me, looking for books that I would like. And we'd try new recipes together to surprise him when he came home late. I really thought those peaceful days would continue forever. But when she passed away, it felt like everything changed. People, places, who we are, it changes as time goes by. But even then, you find yourself concerned with who your old man is and where he stands, huh? Of course I do. I just don't know what he's thinking anymore. I don't know what I can do for him as his daughter. He feels so far away right now. I get that it's not my place to comment on someone else's family problems. But no matter how far away he might feel to you right now, you still love him, right? So latch on to that feeling and face him head on. The nice thing about family is you can afford to push boundaries if you want to figure out what's going on in their head. So it's fine to be a little selfish then? More than fine. You're here with me as a part-timer means you're already being a little selfish, and I mean that in the best way. So just keep doing what you're doing and pushing and pushing. Next thing you know, you'll have your old man by the collar. I think I'll skip the violence if that's alright with you. But thank you, I'm feeling a little more brave about this whole thing. Even if I don't know what the right answer is, I can't afford to wallow in negativity. And, sorry for talking about my family nonstop. Actually, what about, never mind. You don't gotta walk on eggshells around me. It's just, I don't have any stories that make for a fun time. I see. And look at that, we've hit Albert. Make sure you don't forget anything. Oh wow, time really flew by, didn't it? So it's not like Van is intentionally not telling her anything, but like obviously it's not stuff he really seems like he wants to talk about right here then. Yes, the dorms are close by. This should be a good spot. I'm not really sure if I can put this to words, but Arkwright Solutions means the world to me now. You're just as important to me as my family, and I don't think I'm the only one who feels that way either. I'm sorry, maybe now is not the time for that. But anyway, thank you for seeing me this far. I look forward to the trip. Sure, see you later. That sure caught me off guard. I appreciate the thought. I just wish you wouldn't waste it on someone. Like, bro, this guy just... He hates himself. Like, you can see it in all his interactions. He appreciates all the people around him. He appreciates the people that care about him. But he doesn't feel like he doesn't feel like he deserves it. Like, ever. Ugh. After that, Van spent part of the night driving before resuming his patrol. I wish the game would give us... I wish the game would give us, like, some scenes of Van just by himself. Like, really sitting and thinking about what he truly feels about himself and just his life in general. Oh, but man, it hurts. Because, like, you look at... Like, you could compare him to Reen to an extent. Like, Reen was also someone who just kind of felt like, especially in the later half of the Cold Steel arc, who was just kind of like, as Laura put it in that one bonding event, like, he was looking for a place to die. Like, he was, like, kind of fine with dying if it meant that everyone else was gonna be okay. He wanted to do things right. But Van just genuine, like, Reen was more lost in what he wanted to be. Van just genuinely seems like he hates his own existence. Even though he'll try to, not act like he does in front of other people. He just feels like he doesn't deserve anything, and that's why he was fine just doing things on his own and just being alone, because he doesn't feel like he deserves. And it probably has to do somewhat in part with him and Elaine, why he keeps her at an arm's reach, but it's like he wants to be closer to her, but at the same time he doesn't feel like he deserves to because of whatever happened in the past. Anyways, let's move on with this. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Arkride. I hate to impose like this, especially so late, but I sincerely appreciate it. Don't mention it. You said you were testing some features in development for the simulator, right? Are you sure I'm the man you want for that? It sounds like it'd go way over my head. Certainly, as a matter of fact, there's something that only you can help me with. Could you please take your Ziff out for me? My Ziffa? What do you want with that? The HoloCore system gathers a wide variety of data through the Ziffa, not just biological information. This time I'd like to test location information-based shard replication functionality too. Perhaps it'll be faster if I just show you. Are you ready to begin? I didn't really get all that, but sure. You just need me to connect my Ziffa, right? Oh, wow. Is this Krail? It is. So where is this? Krail Village? Correct. Our records indicate this data set was generated 2 months ago. This reflects the village's state upon your accepting Miss Alphaid's request. Really now? So use something like geographical data to make a copy of the village? Man, your tech just keeps throwing curveballs at me. Hell, even the villagers going through their motions. It's like some kind of memory quartz. Due to the high information density in these settings, the fine details aren't perfectly accurate. Do pardon that. Wouldn't have noticed if you didn't point it out. This was before you tagged along anyway. Indeed it was. I see now this village is quite the homely place. Though we haven't implemented audio emulation quite yet, I can almost hear the ambience of this village already. Yeah, backwater through and through, and all the beauty that comes with. That reminds me, the village is hosting their harvest festival soon. Bet they'll dress the place up nice and pretty for that. I see. I would be interested in participating myself someday. Now let us advance to the next memory. Are we just gonna go through the places we've already been? Is it gonna be Langport next? Yep. These orange lanterns are gorgeous. They sure are. It looks like we're in Langport Eastern Quarter now. When we came here a while back, we had to deal with Heiyu and Almada. Still enjoyed seeing the place again, though. Hard not to get wrapped up in all the Eastern charms. I know what you mean. The vermilion lights are quite beautiful. And the gorgeous night sky is enchanting. Not sure if I go that far, but yeah, the night view is pretty damn great. And so is the ocean view from the harbor, especially in the evening. Oh yeah, I bet. Is it now? Then let me extract the evening data. Wow. Heh. Yep. Another curveball. You weren't exaggerating. The view from here is breathtaking. Sorry if it's a little much. Oh, it isn't at all. I could watch the gentle swaying of the waves for hours. In that case, why don't you come here in person sometime? There's a mountain of delicious food, and the Eastern Theater performances alone are worth the trip. That all sounds lovely. I think I'll do that someday. I hate to put an end to this, but we have our test results now. I'll go ahead and end the simulation. We're back. Strictly speaking, we never left this room in the first place. How do you feel about this new functionality test? Good reminder of how crazy shard tech really is, that's for sure. Honestly, I'm even more excited to see this fully realized than I am the combat simulation portion. I agree with you. Thankfully, we managed to record some excellent data. Things will hopefully continue to progress smoothly. But I gotta say, you looked pretty happy while we were doing the test. And as embarrassed as I am to admit, I can't claim otherwise. All I had until now were pictures and videos from other places. For a while, I thought they'd be all I'd have, and I was content just imagining them. But thanks to you, Mr. Arkwright, I now get to experience such places for myself. If I hadn't taken so long to join you, I might have even seen the places we just simulated. Honestly, I'm a little jealous of the others. You've been through a hell of a lot in your life, haven't you? Don't mean to pry, but it's the impression I got after what happened last trip. That would be a fair assessment, yes. Regardless of that, I owe a great debt of gratitude towards the Marta Company, and Mr. Thorndike by extension. I wouldn't be here helping you as your concierge if it weren't for them. I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity. That in and of itself is a great privilege, and more than enough for me to feel fulfilled and satisfied. Don't gotta be so humble. We're happy to have you here too, you know. And don't forget, we've got our trip to Longlai coming up too. I know it's kind of last minute, not exactly meant for us, so we might not have all that much time to relax. But I still hope you get to enjoy yourself while we're there. You deserve it just as much as anyone else. Thank you, Mr. Arkwright. Just the opportunity to join you all is exhilarating. Whether it's the local cuisine, beautiful vistas, or relaxing hot springs, I look forward to it all. Dan left the room, and after that, he resumed his nighttime patrol.
うっかり SC としての立場を忘れるところでした。
Oh, there we go. We got Van all the way up to 5. The ultimate Spriggan. Alright, so next time, let me just see real quick. Alright, yeah, there's a couple places to check out. Although no green question or exclamation points, so that means there's probably no request to pick up. But yeah, so next time we're going to do our nighttime patrol before we go to sleep, and I assume after that, we will be going up to Longlai whenever they decide to take the 2-day vacation there, and that'll be our little intermission, which won't be as long as your normal chapter. I'd say it's even less than half as long as a normal chapter whenever we go to these places. But then after that, we'll move into Chapter 5. So that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.